Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. Okay, so Julianne sent us a riddle, Kelly. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Here's the riddle. I have streets, but no pavement. I have cities, but no buildings. I have forests, but no trees. I have rivers, yet no water. What am I? While we try to figure this out, let's check out this week's video from the Intrigue Journal.
Forrest Fenn's treasure has been found. It's been hot in the news and there's a lot of excitement, but there's also some anger. How is it that an Indiana Jones hunt for treasure became riddled with lawsuits? Maybe it has something to do with obsession and the way we process it. I spoke with the treasure hunter who became so consumed with solving this puzzle, he nearly lost his life. Treasure hunters have been forced to close the book on the bounty hidden in the Rocky Mountains. The eccentric millionaire Forrest Fenn announced the treasure he hid in 2010 was recovered by an anonymous treasure hunter. Fenn says the 9 clues from a cryptic poem in his 2010 memoir, The Thrill of the Chase, led the finder to its precise location. Hundreds of thousands have searched for the treasure, a bronze chest filled with gold nuggets, artifacts, coins, and gemstones. The full bounty box weighing in at 42 pounds and estimated to be valued worth over $1 million. Fenn, a collector of rare artifacts such as Sitting Bull's peace pipe, wanted to create an adventure for others, treasures to unearth. I tracked down a treasure hunter, Glenn Worthington, from Hot Springs, Arkansas, and I got a feel for the obsession involved in solving this puzzle.
You know, when I thought I knew where it was like, hey, I'll be back in a couple of days. I'm just going to go pick this up, you know? And I was always that confident that I knew where it was.
Glenn made 5 trips to this location. He traveled nearly 8,000 miles over the course of 5 years and spent 2 of his anniversaries with his wife, Cindy, in search of the treasure. These 2 are no strangers to treasure hunts. Whether it's looking for diamonds in the mudfields of Arkansas, or this treasure in the Rocky Mountains, or behind curtains of a game show like Wheel of Fortune, these 2 are up for any adventure. They researched and studied maps and made qualified choices based on the clues.
Everything fit for me with Hecla Junction State Park in Colorado. The home of Brown to us was the unsinkable Molly Brown's home, which was upstream. And there were hot waters that flowed from Chalk Creek into the Arkansas River, and that's where the warm waters seep. It's public and not well trodden. This is a perfect place to hide a treasure chest. It was a flat hike that a 79 or 80-year-old man could accomplish. To me, it all fit. It was in the Rocky Mountains. It was the right elevation. People were putting in to raft. There were heavy loads all around. The only thing we had to figure out was, what is a blaze? And we were hiking this wonderful trail in the mountains, in the woods. It was so pleasant. And my sweet wife, Cindy, stopped alongside the river and looked up at this huge rock.
Cindy noticed a large quartz vein running down the rock face beside the trail they were on. They wondered if this could be the blaze. Well, not long afterwards, they came across an interview where Mr. Fenn described the blaze as a marker. He said horses can have a blaze, and he also said so too can a rock. Glenn was so convinced that he had the right location, he wrote an essay entitled, How We Found Forrest Fenn's Treasure Chest. He also unwittingly risked his life.
Oh, I stood in that water and said, okay, I believe it's under that waterfall. But it was fresh, melted snow water. I mean, it was barely liquid. It was so cold. And I thought, no, you've driven all these hundreds of miles. You are going to get in under that ice-cold waterfall and pick up that treasure chest.
Glenn survived the freezing waters and torrents of the waterfall, and he did not find the treasure, but it didn't deter him from later wrangling rapids and nearly drowning.
I started swimming and floating on top and looking at the bottom with the face mask, and I started to just flow with the river, let it take me downstream, and it was kind of like watching a movie. I thought, any moment now I'm going to see that chest. I couldn't stand up, it was too deep, and the water was strong, struggling to make it to the side. I thought, uh-oh, I have goofed. I had no life preserver, any flotation device at all, and struggling against it, I really thought I was going to drown.
Glenn could have been another statistic. There have been deaths and lawsuits. Hunters suing Fenn, hunters suing hunters. And without any reveals as to the treasure's hiding spot or its finder, some are calling the whole thing a hoax. Time will tell as Forrest invites us to check back for photos and information. And we will. While there is unrest among some of the riddle-solving treasure hunters, the majority appreciate the adventure, including Glenn Worthington.
It's not the treasure I'm seeking. It's the adventure. It's the experience. It's the, I'm going to try to figure this out. Like, it's the mental challenge and it's the adventure.
Now, if treasure hunting has got you intrigued, I can assure you there are other impossibly hard riddles waiting to be solved. The Secret is a puzzle book, a real-life Da Vinci Code produced by Byron Priest. It's 12 paintings with corresponding verses, which provide clues to casks which were hidden in 1982 across the country. Within each cask is a key that can be traded for a gemstone. Now you're in luck because only 3 of the 12 have been found. So get hunting.
Let's get our metal detectors and let's get out there and hunt some treasure.
Let's do it, because I still don't know the answer to that riddle.
There's no way. I don't have a
I'm not
guess.
good at riddles.
I have no guess on that. That's mind-boggling, quite honestly.
They're so, dare I say, intriguing.
Dare you say.
They are always like making us question things and, you know, tricking
Think
us.
about
and
things. Yeah, I like a lot of the subjects that they like to talk about and like to cover. I do like to expand the mind, but I want to know the answer to that riddle.
We should text her after the show.
Do you think she'll tell us?
I don't. Surely.
Oh, you have the
our
answer?
Producer Jake just said they have the answer. Well, nobody told us they have the answer. Can we get the answer? Oh, I don't.
I have no guess.
A planet.
I have no idea.
No clue. Let's reveal it to our viewers. It is. Let me reread. Oh, it's a map. That is tricky.
Oh.
So the riddle was, I have streets but no pavement. I have cities but no buildings. I have forests but no trees. I have rivers yet no waters. So it's a map.
Now, when you hear the answer, doesn't it sound so simple? It's like, I should have gotten that. See, sometimes your brain tries to think of something harder, and you can't see the simpleness right in front of your face. That's right.
I'm going to come up with my own riddles now.
I'm going to come up with let's come up with some riddles. I'll come up with one for you, and you come up with one for me.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I don't even know what